light coming. No matter what it is that I'm facing, Jesus still the light. Hey guys, what's up? This is Travis Green. I'm headed to one of my favorite places, Warri, Delta State, and hanging out with my good friends, Reverend Eagle and the Glorious Fountain Choir. This is going to be an incredible conference this July. I need everybody to plan to be there. It's called Revival, Fire, Power, and Glory. That's right, it's a worship encounter right there at the City of Refuge every day at 3 p.m. July 20th through the 22nd. Listen, do what you can do to be in the place so we can worship and go up together. I can't wait to see you soon. Love you.
Hallelujah. You're welcome to the Glory Realm Devotion Moment. This is a beautiful day. God has something wonderful for you. His plans for you are good and not evil. Plans to bring you to your expected end. God has a beautiful plan for somebody. I can see in my spirit a beautiful lady with a beautiful blessing from heaven. I'm seeing this right now. You've been waiting on the Lord. You've been trusting on the Lord to settle certain aspect of your life, and today something beautiful is happening for you. I can see you seated with a broad, beautiful smile. I see this in the spirit, not like it is happening to you right now, but I see where God is taking you to. In no distant time, that which you trust in God for will become a reality, and the glory of God will turn all of those awful moments into an awesome moment. Hallelujah. You're welcome once more. Welcome once more to the Glory Realm Devotion Moment. We've been reading from the book of John, chapter number 3, and we've been looking at, the response of John the Baptist concerning Jesus' ministry. His disciples came to him and told him, the man you baptized not too long ago, that man is succeeding so much. And you know what? He too is baptizing, and the multitude have shifted to him. And John looked at them in verse number 26, 27. John looked at them and said, see, nobody can receive anything except it is given to him from heaven. And you, by the way, you should be content with what God gives to you. And then he went on to tell them in verse 28 that he said, look, I want you to understand this. You yourselves were witnesses when I said, I am not the Messiah, I am not the Christ. Now, if I told you I am not the Messiah, I am not the Christ, then you should understand somebody else is. And I pointed him to you. And if he is succeeding right now, that means my job is done. I've succeeded because I came as the voice, the forerunner of this Messiah. And so, if you found him baptizing, then we should be celebrating. He went on to say in verse 29, let's look at verse 29. He who has the bride is the bridegroom. Take note of that. He who has the bride is the bridegroom. But the groomsman who stand by and listen to him rejoices greatly and heartily on account of the bridegroom's voice. This then is my pleasure and joy, and it is now complete. Take note. John knew it. It's amazing how John later on didn't really get to know. Later on was surprised when, he had to send people to Jesus to say, are you the one, or we should look for another? It's amazing. But you see, let's stay with what we're doing today now, okay? John looked at what has happened, and he told his disciple, he said, no, the person who has the bride is the bridegroom. But you know what? The best man rejoices even at hearing the voice of the bridegroom. Hallelujah. When you are the best man to the bridegroom, the best man in a wedding wants everything to just be in place for the bridegroom. The wedding is not about the best man. The wedding is about the bridegroom. If you should be in a wedding where the best man is looking for attention and is angry that the attention or the spotlight is on the bridegroom, there's something obviously wrong there. In a wedding, the attention is not on the best man, but on the bridegroom. So you ask yourself, in a particular context or the situation you found yourself, are you the best man or you're the bridegroom? Now let's look at this. This is really very, very serious. Some people are in the church, but they are acting as if they are the bridegroom. All right? God has called you to support somebody, but you are acting as if the person should be supporting you. Are you the best man or the bridegroom? Please think about this. All right? If your role is to be the best man, then it means your role is to make things fall in place for the bridegroom. In fact, when you find yourself getting angry because of the voice of the bridegroom, then something is wrong somewhere. All right? I'm really looking at a very typical situation. There are some people who can't stand the voice of somebody else who is succeeding. They see the person on social media, they just don't want to see. In fact, they unfollow the person, they delete the person, or they just browse, passing by this person. They don't want to like or share or comment. Why? The spirit of jealousy. When you say, if you know your place, that your place is to be the best man, you will do everything. You will like, you will comment, you will share, you will tag, and you do everything possible for people to see that you are happy because the bridegroom has gotten his bride. All right? Because when it is your own turn and time, you want somebody to stand with you as your best man. So, depending on the context you found yourself, if you are the best man, do everything you can to make the bridegroom happy. You don't get angry, you don't get jealous, you don't become envious, but rather you become happy. You rejoice, and that's what John was talking about. John is saying, look, as for me, I'm like the best man. That's what he said in verse 29. He who has the bride is the bridegroom, but the groomsman who stands by and listens to him rejoices greatly and heartily on account of the bridegroom's voice. This then is my pleasure and joy, and it is now complete. How do you know people who have sinister, evil motive that are serving under somebody? They don't rejoice genuinely when the person is succeeding. They want to be seen, heard, and recognized. Now, if you find yourself serving somewhere, if you find yourself under any leadership, and you kind of want to, one way or the other, take the spotlight, that's the wrong spirit. You need to get yourself in order. So many people are there in our churches, in places of business, in our offices, that don't just recognize their place. They just go out of order, and they speak like that. When you look at somebody angry, in the tone of their voice, because somebody else is succeed, be careful, because that can rub off on you. Now, if you are actually the best man, you don't get angry, you rejoice greatly and heartily because the bridegroom has gotten his bride. Because one day you too look forward to get your own bride. If you love the Lord, you shouldn't be afraid, scared, or feel insecure of the success of somebody. You feel confident because you know yours will come. Somebody listening to me right now, the glory of God is coming upon your life. You've been serving others. You've been doing what you need to do. You've spoken the right word. You've been at the place you're supposed to be at the right time. In similar way, God is going to bless you, and bless you with the gift of men, bless you with favor, and cause you to succeed. I decree it is well with you, it is well with your body, it is well with your soul, it is well with your spirit. Till I come your way again tomorrow by the grace of God. This is Ego Louis Yegbeburu. God bless you.